a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Today, a pair of rivals from the AFC West, between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in Week 2. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back.
At their own 33-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Playing in your own building, a little extra adrenaline as they take the field. No surprise, this home team feeds and plays off the crowd. First play of the game, and already we're seeing an impact being made defensively.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Another try following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. He's still going past the 40, and they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
On 1st down, it's Nix. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Kate, you know this. All those amazing essays you wrote at Cal. That start to that paper was so important. It set the tone for the rest of it.
Raiders nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Dylan Laube on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed by Besh, left side. And he's brought down at the line.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Back now, pressure on its way. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Now the Raiders ready in for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nick's now to throw. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. It's Harvey straight ahead. Strong running inside the 30. All the way, touchdown Denver! The Broncos take a 13-0 lead.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the upright. And the Broncos drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Raiders nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Let's go. Zone, 19, Tiger. Buffalo 18. Go.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Let's go. Check smash. Check smash. Nike 18.
First carry here for Ashton Genty. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Cut 19. Cut 19.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll toss it. Genty. He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
Just an outstanding play by that safety. But I'll say this, Kate. That offensive coordinator, take note. Those safeties are flying downhill. To create a negative play on a toss, I can assure you a reverse, a trick play, something over their heads coming eventually.
18 rattler. Huh. Come on.
Throwing now from the gun. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders lower the deficit to a single possession. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Broncos 14, Raiders 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Brought in right side. And he'll get it up to the 44.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
2nd and 1. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
2 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Denver first.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 13-point lead. Mike Evans with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, what you got? What you got? Switch.
First play is going to be a give to Genty. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
And 5.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Set. 60 by 19 Lion. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
He's going to throw this one. That's completed right side. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. It's a nice completion from the rookie passer out of Texas. Good for a first down, too. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown! The Raiders make it a one-score game in the first half. Carlson now to add one more.
Daniel Carlson on for the point after.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Raiders 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Nicks off the play action. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
First down, Denver.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Second down, give to Harvey. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Now Nick's on third down. Completed to his running back. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
Nix's pass.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Take it in over the middle. It's Evans. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs. But let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So not just the yardage, Brock, but the illegal forward pass also cost them the down. It's second and long. Nix from the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They kick the running back in motion. Here he is on third and long. On the move, headed right. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Running from the pistol here with Jency. And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for Raiders first.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
That's incomplete on 2nd down. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He'll throw it. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr. And that brings up 4th and long. Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. He breaks a tackle. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. And it's the Broncos beginning their drive here. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Nix. Throw finds his back, Harvey. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Pressure coming for Nix. That's Evans making the catch outright. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Here's Darian Porter in on the stop.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
On the handoff, here's Harvey. Makes a cut, and he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Has it downfield working the left. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They get 27 on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. first down. Taken in on the slant by Besh. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for Raiders first.
It's a gain of 14
You know, it
yards.
sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun give here to Genty. Stiff arm success. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Vegas first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
That's complete to Bowers outright. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Raiders make it a 1-score game before halftime. Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Raiders 21.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. Out for big yards on the right side. And he's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing off the play fake here. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, Genty. This is ahead for about 5. Drew Sanders that time on the stop.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. From the 31. Finds his fullback. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's another Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First and 10, looking to throw. Left side pulled in by Pittman. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Second and 3 now. Genty from the gun. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Forced out to his right. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt. Even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Genty. And he hauls it across for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
Las Vegas.
So they punch it in for 6 Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders tie us up 28-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Good work so far. He's got room. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On first down, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. And I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Harvey once more. And that's good for a gain of 5. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Mix from the gun on 3rd down. Flush down out to his left. He's running for it. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
They'll run on 1st down with Dobbins. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Play action with Nix. That one's complete, right side. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Harvey. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Running for it with Dobbins. Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal.
I think I could see that sideline considering a challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. They're running with Harvey. Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Well, a field goal would break this tie, Brock, but the offense is staying out there. It's 4th and goal. It's Nix out of the pistol. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 4th quarter lead. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point try now from Lutz. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. A costly unforced error, and they get flagged for roughing the kicker.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, 19 tight, Cougar 19.
Airing it out to start this drive. Quick slant taken in by Pittman. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
10 at the 45-yard line.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. He was caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Dropping back to throw. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders now trail by just a point in the 4th. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Nix from the gun. He finds his back, Harvey. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
1st and 10, it's Harvey. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Nix. Hits his running back. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Escapes the pocket. Comes this one off to Harvey. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run. All set up now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Running back, motioning right. Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have taken the lead late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
To kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Laube with the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Trailing by one score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. They get 13 on the pickup, and that's good for Raiders first. Setting up to pass. Brought in by his back here. It's Genty. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
Second and 2 at the 49-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. Here's Genty. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. Coach did not hesitate there. He held up those two fingers right away. They're going to try for this win.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Oh, he gets them 2 points, and with those, they've got the late lead.
Raiders 43, Broncos 42.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. 19, 18.
From the 48. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. It's intercepted. That will do it. Jordan Fuller comes up with it. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially end this game.